Well, welcome to a very foggy and cold Liverpool waterfront. You will maybe have noticed that we have reached the 1,000 subscriber mark on the channel. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you. It means a great deal to me, and to be perfectly honest, the comments that I get I find really enjoyable. I love responding to them, and I thank each and every one of you who's popped a comment on there or asked me a question, because if anything, that's more important than the actual number of subscribers. What's going to change in the future? The answer is probably absolutely nothing. I'm going to continue producing videos that I like, and obviously at least some of you enjoy them as well. So there's not going to be any major changes, not that I can foresee anyway. No memberships, no super thanks, nothing like that. Just same old, same old. The other thing I wanted to come on to very briefly was the post that I put up on the channel a few months ago, and that didn't get any response whatsoever, which is not surprising. It's the photograph of these two beauty queens that I'll put up on screen for you now. I asked people to give their thoughts on my connection to them, and the fact that I didn't get any response is probably no surprise, because I reckon a lot of you would have been worried about getting yourselves in trouble. Well, it's a very simple explanation and nothing too exciting, to be perfectly honest with you. Back in the mid-70s, when I worked at Chester Camera Centre, Ken and Gordon, who owned the business, decided they wanted to open another branch, and this time it was going to be in Manchester, and it was in the Piccadilly Plaza underneath the Piccadilly Hotel. And as an opening gesture, they decided to hire the two Miss Worlds. Miss World 1974 was Helen Morgan from South Wales, and Miss World 1975 was Wilnalia Merced from Puerto Rico. And they were due to stay overnight Friday night in the Piccadilly Hotel, and then be on set, if you like, for paying customers to photograph in our studio setup in the basement area of the shop. I was there on the Friday, tidying up, stocking shelves, just putting the final touches to the place to make sure it looked presentable. And at about 7:30 in the evening, the phone rang. Landlines, of course, in those days, no mobiles. And it was Ken. And he said, "Oh, glad we've caught you, Alan. We're on the way, but our car's broken down on the M56 motorway. And we're going to be at least an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, before we get to Manchester." And I said, "Well, okay, no problem. What's, why are you phoning me?" And he said, "Well, we're due to have dinner with Helen and Wilnalia upstairs in the restaurant at 8 o'clock. So you're going to have to be our stand-in." I really didn't know what to do. No idea. I didn't have any decent clothes on. I'd just been in the shop all day with t-shirt and jeans, and I had to have literally a quick wash, make my way up to the restaurant for 8 o'clock, and I sat with half a pint of lager in the entrance to the restaurant, which was immediately opposite the elevator doors. And it was one of those occasions, when the elevator doors opened and these two stunning young women were there. All the people having dinner just stopped and looked, and it was down to me to introduce myself and escort them through to our table. Helen Morgan was absolutely fantastic. What a lovely woman. Sad story, because she was awarded the title in 1974, but only retained it for a few months because the press got hold of the fact that she was an unmarried mother. How times have changed, and she had to hand the title back. Crazy, but what a lovely woman she was, and extremely friendly, as was Wilnalia. The only problem was Wilnalia didn't speak a word of English. And of course, Wilnalia went on in later years to marry Bruce Forsyth. And equally beautiful woman, very friendly, just no English. I think we had a drink together and got through our first course when Ken and Gordon eventually arrived. So I could breathe a sigh of relief. Hey ho, fun times. So that's my connection with the two Miss Worlds. But the main thing is I wanted to thank everybody for their support. Now that we've reached 1,000 subscribers, here's to many more videos. I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy your photography, whatever camera you use, because that really doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm just keen to make sure everybody gets their camera out and uses it. Look after yourselves, enjoy your photography, and I'll see you all very soon. Huge thank you. Bye for now.